You have Thanksgiving to thank for the invention of frozen TV dinners.
In 1953, Swanson realized it had a problem. Thanksgiving had just passed, and they still had 260 tons of frozen turkey left over, and no idea what to do with them. The frozen birds were boxed up in 10 refrigerated railroad cars, and since the freezers only worked while the train was in motion, Swanson had them continually running back and forth between Omaha, Nebraska, where their headquarters were, and the East Coast until they could figure out what to do. What if, one of the execs suggested, they divide the turkeys into single portions, add sides like sweet potatoes, peas, and cornbread, and package them in partitioned aluminum trays that could easily and quickly be reheated in the oven.
And thus the TV dinner was born.
While Swanson didn't invent the frozen dinner, the military had been manufacturing them for troops since the Second World War, which had just ended a few years earlier, and they were widely used on airplanes. They were the ones, however, who popularized them to the point that few remember their competitors. Swanson cleverly dubbed them TV dinners because America was in love with the magical new glowing machines, and Swanson wanted to capitalize on that excitement. In 1950, less than 10% of Americans had a television. Just a decade later, only 10% didn't. More and more people were spending their dinners in front of the television, and these cheap and fast, ready-to-eat meals were just what Mom, who was far more likely to now be in the workforce, had ordered. Swanson sold just 5,000 units in 1953 at a cost of just 98 cents. Just 1 year later, in 1954, they sold more than 10 million. By 1955, the number was 25 million and skyrocketing.
They became a 20th century American cultural icon almost overnight.
Many people liked TV dinners specifically because they were easy and reliable methods of portion control. Microwavable meals became available in 1986, cutting the cooking time in half. A lot more variety was added, and while they were initially poo-pooed by food critics, gourmet TV dinners were soon being added by specialty stores like Williams-Sonoma.
Oh, and while you may think that TV dinners are an anachronistic throwback, they made a big comeback during the COVID-19 lockdown. Even today, the industry is worth an estimated $250 billion. Stay curious, my friends.